This is a movie set in the 70s, made in 2018, and is still relevant in the 2020s. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing is for you to decide. Welcome to Master Shot, where today we'll be exploring the lovely racist ways of America in BlacKkKlansman. Based on a true story in 1972, Ron Stallworth is hired as the first black police officer in Colorado Springs. He quickly comes to learn that being black in the police force brings about a lot of challenges. Wanting to move out of his custodial position, Ron applies to be an undercover cop, and surprisingly gets the job. After his first task of infiltrating a black civil rights rally, Ron calls up the Ku Klux Klan and applies to join as a new member. Throughout the movie, Ron and his Jewish partner Flip Zimmerman carefully navigate the KKK and try to stop the impeding bomb threats that are set to explode at the next rally. BlacKkKlansman isn't perfect. It has its flaws, but I believe it's these flaws that make it such a sincere movie. There are plenty of moments that help you relate to the black struggles in America, and even though it's obvious that this is a dramatized version of the true story, the points had me emphasizing with the characters incredibly well. The messages scattered throughout this movie don't just feel like they're targeted at the characters. As a viewer, you feel like they're talking to you too. If there's a movie that's gonna make you think about your views on other people, this is the one that's gonna change them. Unlike its counterpart Green Book, which was a similar African American oriented film released the same year, BlacKkKlansman acknowledges the happy moments and more than makes up for them by grounding the audience directly after. The whole theme of the movie by nature is difference and contrast. Blacks versus whites, beliefs versus fact. Many scenes mirror this theme by contrasting harshness versus softness as well. One scene that really stood out to me was when Laura Harrier's character, Patrice Dumas, goes on a date with Ron Stallworth at a bar. She comes in obviously distressed, and we get a flashback to a racist police officer sexually advancing on her, while she and a few friends are being pulled over and harassed. This flashback is quickly pushed along, and we're pulled into a group of people dancing together and forgetting their troubles. It's moments like this that drag you into the character's state of mind, and you begin to learn how oppressed these people really are. This film was shot on 35mm film to truly capture that authentic 70s look. Mixed with the more modern direction style, it almost slips past your eye, and it's only really noticeable in specific parts of the film. Moments where this film technique stands out will be in those scenes with stylistic colour palettes. The use of bokeh against a 1970s backdrop can be extremely effective in providing visually appealing material. With its unique style, BlacKkKlansman also has its unique storytelling. Even after witnessing some very troubling scenes, the thing I remember from this film most is its upbeat direction. For a film about the KKK, the story never dwells too heavily on the racial topics, and instead tries to undermine the racist views by letting their actions make themselves look like idiots. At times, the KKK seem like a joke because we as a viewer can see how bigoted and wrong they are, and they're simply not self-aware enough to realize that about themselves. Don't underestimate this group by any means though. They were a real and legitimate threat to civil rights groups in real life, and BlacKkKlansman has plenty of moments to help you understand that too. BlacKkKlansman's foundation as a film is strong because while there are some parts that fall by the wayside a bit, its strong socio-political messages and authentic perspectives more than make up for its flaws. There were times where the dialogue was a little awkward or felt a little too cartoony in some areas, but by the end of it, I forgave it for those flaws and appreciated the purpose behind it all. Sometimes a film is more than just a cinematography, score, and acting, and BlacKkKlansman has the X factor. I gotta say, I have a lot of respect for the talented man behind this film. Spike Lee created this wonderfully aware, humorous, and engaging retelling of a real black story. After screening this film at its premiere in the Cannes Film Festival, Spike Lee received a 6-minute standing ovation, which I think is all the information you need to know about this film. John David Washington, the son of Denzel Washington, acted well, but at the same time I personally felt that something was a little off about his performance. I can't quite place my finger on it, but it's almost as if his personality doesn't exactly match his actions. I don't know. Adam Driver as Flip Zimmerman also didn't feel like it was his best performance either, and some of his lines were pulled off a little awkwardly. It's a shame because I really think it's great that we get calmer, quieter protagonists like this in Hollywood, than the bold, daring heroes that we so often see. Finally, Laura Harrier and Alec Baldwin had flawless performances, which I can't find any excuse to nitpick. Comparing this once again to Green Book, I have no idea how BlacKkKlansman lost the Oscars with all things considered. If you have any doubts of the racial problems in America, a film based on a true story with parts of our current day world blended in like this will definitely get you to think differently. The whole point of a movie is to get you to think and to entertain you, and BlacKkKlansman achieves those 2 points perfectly. It has character, and sometimes that's all you really need. Overlooking some of the offbeat acting decisions, I think it's fair to give this film a 4 stars out of 5. Never have I watched a movie that carried its weaker parts so well with its stronger aspects like this one, and I think it made for a great watch. Thanks for watching another one of these reviews, and please tell me what you thought about BlacKkKlansman in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one.